All right, let's talk about pursuing peace. And this has been a huge issue for a long time. In my 20 years of practice, I've seen overall as a general population, people's stress levels just continue to rise year after year after year, but it's really increased in the past 12 months with COVID. And excuse me, I think a lot of people recognize this, but with less human connection, less human interaction because of the shutdowns, people haven't seen family members for periods of time now that they maybe normally see, and maybe friends that they normally hang out with. There's a lot of different factors that affected the way that we're doing our work. A lot of people have lost their jobs. And so it's been a lot of increased stress in a really short amount of time. So rather than thinking about trying to decrease your stress levels, I want you to flip this on your head just a little bit, and I want you to focus on pursuing peace. And you can look at this a couple of different ways. It's the same exact response as when you're excited as when you're stressed. So if you can kind of flip that on a little bit ahead and go, instead of being stressed about what I have going on with my life right now, what can I be excited about? Okay. So from a activity level, what I would recommend, you've got to actively pursue peace, not just hope that it happens, or not just say, I've got to be more relaxed, or I've got to, just calm down. Like, you've got to have some techniques. At least I think that is true for most people. You've got to have some techniques that you can implement. I'll give you one simple one that you can do, and there's a million different things that you can do out there. And if you want more help with this, I love to talk about this, and I've learned a lot about it. So if you want more help, please let me know. But a simple thing you can implement is just breathing. So what I recommend to do, and you can do this a lot of different ways, but just 6 deep breaths. You want to just inhale as slow as you can in, and then exhale as slow as you can out. And I like to go in through my nose and out through my mouth. Okay, so 6 times. And immediately when you do it, you're just going to feel more relaxed. So that's step 1. But step 2 is you've got to schedule this, okay, when you do this. Now, you can do this a million times per day if you want. I'm being a little bit sarcastic there. But I would recommend to do at least 6 times per day. So maybe you have 3 in the morning and 3 in the afternoon or evening. But you want to actually put them on your schedule. So maybe it's when you get in your car, first thing in the morning as you're driving to your office, for example. Okay, that's 1. And then 2 is you get a mid-morning break. You do your coffee break at 10 o'clock in the morning. Okay, as soon as I get back to my desk right before I start working again, I'm going to do another 6 breaths. So you see where I'm going with that. Find those times for yourself. Now, here's the interesting thing that's going to happen. Number 1, it's going to help you in that moment to stay more relaxed. But what you're trying to do is to train your nervous system to be overall at a more relaxed level, and to recognize when you start to feel stressed. So you can start to prevent that. So when you start to go, boy, every time I do this particular activity, or I interact with this particular person, or I think about this particular thing, every time I think about my finances, I get really stressed. Every time I think about this particular relationship, I start to get really stressed. Number 1, you can start to breathe during those times and relax a little bit, but then you can also recognize, again, going back to pursuing peace versus trying to react to the stress, going, okay, obviously I'm concerned about my finances and my future, my finances. I need to start taking some action in that area. I need to start studying about finances. I need to meet with a financial advisor. I've got to get my budget under control, whatever's true for your situation. Or maybe it's your physical health. Every time you think about, I haven't worked out now for months because COVID shut down my gym and now I'm really out of shape and I'm getting, you think about it and get stressed. Okay, relax about it, do the breathing, and then go, okay, what's my action plan to start moving forward? And again, we can help you with that as well. So, and the last piece of that, of course, is getting your chiropractic adjustments. We know that now, based on the research, over 40 years of research by Irvin Kaur, who's a neurophysiologist, he found that simply the spine being out of alignment or being restricted in its motion increases your stress hormones. So maybe you're already stressed about your life, but now you've got increased stress hormones simply because your spine's not moving the right way. So we know when you get a chiropractic adjustment, it moves you into a more relaxed state. It decreases the stress hormones, and then again, you keep your spine moving through chiropractic rehab and through your movement throughout the day, and you start to get this approach going. So you can pursue peace versus being reactive to your environment. And the last thing to remember on this is, it's not the stress, it's your response to the stress. And you can retrain that. You can change how you respond to the stress. Because one thing that totally stresses somebody out, the other person goes, man, this is a great opportunity. The economy is really struggling right now. Well, that's a great opportunity for me to invest in these different areas, just for an example, okay? So when there's stress, there's also opportunity. So you start to switch your thinking on that, and I know this will really help you over time. And again, if you have more questions on this, please ask us, and we'd do anything that we can to help you.